Good morning, it's Saturday. This is Guru's Tech Bytes, episode 71. The coffee is trying its best. The internet is yelling already. And today's tech stack has got government levers, open source pep talks, gene scissors, and motors that apparently do not want any rare earths in the break room. First up, Anthropic says a U.S. government directive is suspending access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5, which is the kind of sentence that makes a normal person ask whether the cloud is a product or a State Department luggage carousel. For builders, the lesson is not just read the terms of service. It is that model access has become infrastructure, policy, and business risk, all wearing the same trench coat. And if your roadmap depends on one hosted brain, maybe keep a spare brain in the garage. Second, the open source AI must-win crowd is planting a flag, and honestly, I get it. If every smart model lives behind somebody else's login screen, then innovation starts feeling like borrowing your neighbor's lawnmower, except the mower changes prices, censors weeds, and wants your training data. Open weights and open tooling are messy, but they give smaller teams a fighting chance to inspect, adapt, and run the thing when the big platforms get weird. Third, CRISPR researchers are talking about a technique that selectively shreds cancer cells, including so-called undruggable cancers. That is huge if it keeps holding up, because undruggable is one of those words science uses when it wants to sound calm while everybody quietly flips a table. Yeah. Ha. Okay, that's something. The hopeful part is precision, not just blasting the whole room with chemo confetti, but finding the bad instructions and tearing those pages out. And finally, Renault is explaining electric motors that do not rely on rare earths, which sounds boring until you remember the supply chain for magnets can turn into a geopolitical deli counter where everyone takes a number and nobody gets pastrami. If automakers can make efficient motors with fewer scarce materials, that means cheaper EVs, less mining pressure, and fewer headlines where your car's future depends on a mineral market doing jazz hands. That's your Daily Bite. Have a great day. Until next time.